like ramp up before he tells a bad joke.
Yeah.
He psychs himself up for it, and then he tells a bad joke. He has to
Big
charge up the rail gun, and then he just...
It's like in anime, you know, they start screaming as they power up. That's my scream.
Yeah, Kame,
Yes.
Kame, and then it's a bad joke.
And you're just like,
A very lackluster as a payoff.
Lackluster ha is better than no ha.
Is it?
Yes, for me.
One of these days while the intro's playing, I'm gonna give you guys like a 92 to 94 Bulls style announcement.
Yes. Best intro ever.
From Dallas, Texas.
And Frontline from Zendrick. The 6'4" changeling.
I like that.
I feel like John has to do it now. I volunteer you for this job, sir.
You've been voluntold, sir.
Voluntold.
Only volunteer. I don't have that power over John yet. I don't believe. He only owes me 2 Slurpees. That's the only power I have over John.
No power here, Gandalf.
Cody, did you make that up? Voluntold?
No, that's
the thing.
the thing.
I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before.
It's basically the concept is exactly what it sounds like.
Oh yeah. That's what makes it so clever. Is that I know exactly what he's talking about. It's very clever.
Yep.
One vampire fact and teaches Brian voluntold. You may need to just go because I don't know if it's going to get any better than this for anybody.
All right. See y'all guys next week. Bye.
All right. Well, as we jump back in here into battle, right in front of you, Lyra, you just see like a metallic hand clambering up the stone, and there's just a Warforged climbing there in front of you, and the speed at which he climbs up the rock is frightening. He almost moves up it as you would walk. As he kind of raises to his full height, standing at the lower level just beneath you, he takes an opportunity to step forward and swipe at you with his lance.
Appreciate that.
Oh my god.
27 will hit.
Whoa.
First roll of the days are crits. It's not a good start for you guys.
No.
An auspicious beginning.
Ow.
He swipes at your leg, and you feel the immediate pain of the blade as it slashes into you. And Warforged Death Troop 2 standing up top there, right in front of the golem. And I kind of follow suit here. That's a 24 to hit. This time only for 6 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn that music up a little bit.
In a similar terrifying fashion, Warforged Death Troop 5 vaults up the stone, clambering up with his metallic hands digging into the stone, making imprints in it as he does. Little bits of stone crumbling, pebbles falling at his feet. He makes it up to about where he's standing, right about there, and holds. Let's see, who's up there right now? Who's by that guy? It's kind of hard for me to see.
Rock's up there.
Yep, I think Rock, Tyrus, Lyra, Belce, right?
Yeah, close to this guy, yeah. Rock.
Solitude.
2 elementals, or an elemental and a golem.
He's facing all of you who are standing on the catwalk there. I'm gonna just continue saying it all night.
Orochi, yeah.
And basically, his eyes light up, glowing, but holds his action from that perspective.
Okay.
Warforged Death Troop 4 over behind Orochi. Gonna make a swiping attack. And he's actually gonna make a multi-attack, I think, here.
Multi-attack.
This first one's coming towards Orochi. Then he swipes the blade back the other way in Belce's direction. A 16 and a 21, respectively, towards Orochi and Belce. Both of those miss.
Yeah.
And that should be Tyrus up.
Yeah. This one that just attacked Liren, Warforged Death Troop 6. Let's ask him to make a Constitution saving throw, shall we? As she will cast Vortex Warp.
Ooh.
And try to get him further away. Oh, no, Arve said no. Look at that.
Error.
Yeah, nope.
Error.
Okay, nice. Well, Mr. 6 over here is gonna be teleported. Let me see. Basically on the other side of the room.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, that looks better. He's right over about here.
Such a good ability. That's just a wizard thing, right? That's not a Chronomancer specific one, right?
It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay. And then Sandy will attack. The corpse collector.
So he has advantage.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Did you lose one, please?
Okay, so 27. $15 damage. And again. A 28 for 13 damage. And that will be Tyrus. Yep. That's me.
Alright, that should be Orochi up next.
Alright, so he's going to try to... I don't know if I did this last round or not, but I'm going to hex the Warforged behind me. and I'm going to attack twice. Where is it? Attack 2 times. For a 25 and 15 for come on. Ooh, for 9 damage, and I'm gonna roll the hex damage. Come on. 1 damage, so a total of 10 damage, and that's going to be my turn.
All right, that should be Solitude up next.
Solitude floats up. Turns to face the Warforged Death Troop, who's holding his lance or his position, and with her Devexian Ice Crystal wand, she will point and fire 2 shots at him. Crackling purple bolts of energy fly out. Here comes the Blast Eldritch, number 1. 27 for 14 force damage, and she's going to knock him back 10 feet, hopefully off the precipice.
Where's Solitude?
She's right over your head, basically.
Oh. Yeah, in the air, I see.
Oh, nice.
And then after he's knocked back, I think she's going to, she'll go at him again. And fire another Blast Eldritch. Oop, that's only going to be 14. But mission accomplished. She knocked him off his perch. Hopefully that does some fall damage, perhaps. And she'll whoosh back out to here. And see if he wants some more.
You see the Warforged Death Troop just kind of like slam back into the metallic, fencing structure there that supports the catwalk, and then he falls down about, probably about 7 feet total, and takes 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'll take it. And then we've got the Ice Elemental. Ice Elemental's going to go at the Cadaver Collector, Lord Krizoth of Stygia, with a slam attack. Yes, that's a natural 20 for 41 damage.
What?
On the first hit.
Natural 20.
Oh,
9 of that is cold. The rest is bludgeoning. And then, let's see. Here comes attack number 2. Another slam attack. Almost a crit. This is 13 more damage, 12 bludgeoning and 1 cold. He pounds 2 huge fists into the Cadaver Collector. And then puffs his chest out, and that's the end of the Lord Krizoth's turn.
Oh, damn it, we lost Belsay.
Yeah.
No.
that was a heck of a turn.
Okay.
Indeed.
Merci, merci.
Warforged Death Troop 1 stabs into Sandy with his lance. It's a 17 to hit.
I don't remember.
We got another weird polygon guy. Do I have to relog?
I think that is Lyra's spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do not fear the polygon guy.
17 just hits.
Alright, that is 12 piercing damage on Sandy.
Sandy's starting to look rough.
Come on, Sandy, hang in there.
Sandy's not going to hang in there.
Warforged Death Troop swipes at Sandy. Sandy kind of staggering on this massive clay feet. Reels back and avoids the blow. And Lyra is up.
I kind of look at Sandy and wince. And I walk towards this, and this is a great catwalk, right? Like, we can kind of see through it a little bit. Like, it's not solid.
Yeah, it's definitely graded. You can see through it easily. Yep.
Okay. Perfect, because I wanted to stand pretty much here. And it is. How do we change the angle of cones? Because I know all cones are supposed to be 45-degree angles.
You click and then you widen it.
Ah. How do we see the degrees now?
It's the degree is in the middle of the line. You see the little thing?
45 degrees. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir.
All right.
With the cone. The cone.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust camera here. Okay, yeah, so that gets the Warforge's head that's right in front of me. The Cadaver Collector, Sandy. I'm sorry, Sandy. And the 3 Warforged in the back all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Nicely placed. Nicely placed.
That is Cone of Cold. For 29 cold damage. If
That would be
unfailed.
Sandy in.
Sorry, Sandy. So they need a con save of 20 or more.
Jeez.
I think I messed up my mod earlier. It should be a +3, not a +2, and that was 3 total targets, right?
Let's see. It looks like I got the head of. Oh gosh darn it!
I lost my cone.
The head of this guy, the Cadaver Collector, Sandy, and the 3 Warforged back here. So
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 enemies and 1 Sandy.
Okay, so in order of distance from you, that's going to be the rolls for the Warforged, and then I'll roll the Cadaver Collector separate here. So that would be Warforged 5, 2, 1, and then 3. So 5 is a 20, 2 is an 11.
Looks
1
like,
is a 13 and 3 is a 23.
So 2 and 3 fail. The other 2 pass.
Ooh, I think you might have made a statue over there.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh yeah, Sandy's also a statue. I don't know. Would a conjured creature still make a statue?
Well, it would make a statue and then
know.
disappear. I would think, based on the fact that it disappears when it dies. So I guess it would be a statue for an instant. I don't know. Okay.
Let's see here. It just says a creature killed by the spell becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. Leaves a lot of room for
Interpretation.
interpretation. Exactly. I would say we could have a frozen Sandy, although it makes me sad to see it.
Oh. Wait, did you say frozen
That's
Sandy?
funny.
No, we should let it go.
I got that one immediately, and I usually don't get those.
Oh no.
Channeling your inner Elsa today, I see.
Yes.
Alright,
And the cadaver collector, what did it make for a con save?
oh, yeah, that's right, I gotta get you a con save for the cadaver collector as well. And he got a 19.
19 just fails.
And gonna take that 29 damage as well. And not like it.
And lastly, this guy back here is going to get hit as bonus action by our spiritual weapon. Come on, hit it. I'm seeing it roll.
Apparently,
How does that 21 to hit?
my crit at the beginning of the game upset Avre for some of you guys. I am repaying for it right now. Alright. 18
All right,
damage.
21 to hit for 18.
And the spiritual weapon you said was on the Warforged Death Troop in the back there?
Yes.
Got it.
Number looks like 3.
Alright, and 2, who's on the ground there, is the statue, by the way. So let me remove him.
That one? Okay. And that's the end of Lyra's turn.
The one you just hit with your spiritual weapon too, because I can't say he's bloodied. Let's just say he's like short-circuiting. You can see little sparks coming from various circuits that are now exposed on his body, and doing my best to tell you he looks pretty fucked up.
Good.
Yep, that's me.
I think I might have typed over the cadaver collector there and hit that twice. Sorry about that, Rock. Just give me 1 second. I'll do what he does, and then you're good to go.
Not a problem. Ugh. Check the mic setting. Oh, he's check the mic setting in Discord to make sure it's the correct mic. Ooh. Try plugging it out and plug it back in. Is it like a USB mic or is it like a regular jack mic? Oh, is it charged? Try turning off the Bluetooth on your computer and then turning it back on again.
Have you checked the input settings on your Discord?
Yeah, that was the first thing. That was the first thing I asked him.
Oh, I missed it. Also, make sure you didn't leave it on push to talk.
Also, that.
I've never done that.
No,
That never happened.
No.
Mm-mm.
You can check it in Discord settings. If you go to little gear, go to voice and audio. Near the push to talk section, down towards the middle, you can see whatever you've designated as the push to talk button. If you need a diagram, diagrams are always helpful.
Just trying to give Belsa a minute to get back in here.
Just listen to that pick drum.
He did say, "Can someone have Belsa commit murder?" Until I figure out, like, I didn't see that. Can hear, but can't get the mic to work. Got it.
Is it still Rock's turn?
No, I'm
I
sorry.
believe-
I was trying to give Belsa a minute to figure out his thing, and also looking at the chat there to see if I could figure out what may have been wrong. But my best advice would be to restart his computer if if he just got shut down from his switch or breaker busting. Maybe shutting it down all the way and then powering it back on. Oh, in any case, everybody who's on the bridge gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw, and I believe I think Lyra, you're outside of that, unless you see yourself inside of that cone over there. You're all good, Belsa. Steve. In game, it's really hard for me to not call you by your character name, so apologize.
12 for the ice elemental.
24 for Rock.
You see this strange gas released out of the chest of the cadaver collector, and it immediately fills up that 30-foot cone. And anybody who doesn't get above an 18 is going to be paralyzed. I think that's Solitude, and everybody else should be good.
The ice elemental is immune to paralysis.
In that case, he does not need to roll. I don't think Solitude. You were rolling for the ice elemental, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Yep. Sorry.
Cool.
Yes, Cam.
All good.
Hello. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you just fine.
Hey!
Hey, I didn't change anything. It just works now.
That's technology.
As someone who has helped with IT, don't question it.
Just lay back. Let it wash over you.
That
So I don't
should be-
currently have the. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're all good. Go ahead.
I don't have the game open right now because I'm trying to get my computer to turn on and hopefully not trip my breaker again. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything too important.
That is a weird electrical problem. I'm interested to see what kind of wiring is in your house.
It's only Discord. I can do everything else, but the moment I turn on Discord only on my desktop,
So strange.
right? It's the only thing. I could have games running and lights turned on and a fan, and it doesn't trip the breaker. But the moment I could shut all that off, but as soon as I enter Discord voice chat,
That's
The most
spooky.
bizarre thing.
That's haunted.
Well, no, it might be
It's cursed.
no, because
No, it's
what
cursed.
happens is no, it's not cursed. It's
It's more fun to
actually
be cursed.
no,
Wishes,
it's definitely not
wishes.
more fun. We're not no science.
Witchcraft.
We are people of science. We are not
maybe you are.
Same thing
superstitious
explains
folk.
why in Bridges' work, witchcraft.
So sorry I've derailed this.
So I was gonna say the box that that box that your part of your computer is hooked up to, essentially.
Uh-huh.
What it does is it modulates the power usage of the outlet itself. So when Discord turns on, it might have like some kind of memory leak. You might have to reinstall Discord, and so it has a memory leak that forces your computer to consume more power in order to run the disks. So the transformer draws more power from the outlet, which trips your breaker.
Whatever. Witchcraft.
All right. I'm gonna put you.
Trace a circle in blood. Nearly killed.
I'm gonna
24
wait.
hours.
I'm gonna tie rocks around you and throw you into a lake, and if you float, you're a witch.
Apparently.
Exactly.
I'm actually
Well,
gonna,
I am a wizard. I am a wizard in this game, so technically I am a witch.
Throw your computer
Sort
into a
of.
lake.
yeah, I'm gonna throw Malcolm.
Works.
I'm gonna tie your ankles with Ethernet cords, and on the other end of it's gonna be a 95 Windows 95 computer.
I'm
If you
dead.
float, if
You're
you're
a
electrocuted,
witch.
you're a witch.
Oh my god. If you're electrocuted, you're a witch.
Take the cube button and stick it up your butt.
So if Malcolm's
And then hop up and
electrocuted to be
down.
a witch, man, that would be shocking.
Oh,
That gas affects absolutely no one, by the way, and you guys all advance to the next round. It should be
All right.
It should be Rock's turn.
Nice.
Rock's gonna. We've learned a little new trick while we're away. I think we're gonna try something interesting. Rock's gonna start to spin his sword and spin it and spin it and spin it and spin it as the flames turn white and then blue. And a bolt of electricity will shoot out. I'll cast Lightning Bolt straight down the catwalk. Down the center.
Oh, that's dope.
That's awesome.
That's some Nikola Tesla shit. That's cool.
Yeah, essentially we're turning
ice elemental, bro.
Sorry, we're going through the middle here. We're trying to do as much damage as possible. It is a 100-foot long line that is 5 feet wide.
Dex save,
Yeah, essentially
right?
it is a dex save. DC 17.
17. Ice elemental makes it.
That is half damage.
Good job, Lord Krizoff.
Roll to 17.
All right, that is the 2 Warforged, the Cadaver Collector. I think that's everybody on the bridge.
I believe so. 2 was down, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's only 3 guys.
Well, he's up, but frozen, so he might obliterate a bunch of ice. Maybe he's now a bunch of ice cubes.
All right, so those who do not save take 34 lightning damage. Half on a save.
Right.
Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yep.
Yeah. You're a little robot-y, but yeah.
I'm on my phone now. My laptop died.
Sound alright. Both of the Warforged in the back there, Malcolm, they begin to shake and violently convulse as they electrocute and fall to the ground with a clank and a clunk.
Nice. We're gonna... Do I want to use that? Do I want to use this here? I haven't used this yet.
That was a good damage for a lightning bolt.
Solid lightning bolt damage.
Yep.
I don't think I have anything else, but I will... No, I can't do anything else as a bonus action. That's interesting, and I don't want to use that yet. That'll be me.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, lots of dead stuff. That's all I see. Like
Dead people.
Warforged 6 was knocked back and then took the brunt of some cold damage there. Still standing. I'm going to say he's going to advance towards Lyra again. And dear Lord, I'm struggling in Tailspire.
oh no.
This map is just big. If you don't zoom in properly, you can get lost.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright, he turns around and climbs up the rock, heading back in the direction of Lyra. Gets within about 5 feet of you, and he's going to swing that lance again.
That's fast.
Uh, 11 to hit, I see.
Mm-hmm.
That is a definite miss on Lyra.
Game's opening up again.
You got time till you're up.
Cool.
Warforged 4 just behind Orochi there, swinging his lance again, trying to hit Orochi, and I believe misses there. And that should be Tyrus up again.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
We sincerely hope you are okay and not joking.
Just reach forward and send out some small little bolt of electricity towards this Warforged Troop 4 in front of me with a very simple shocking grasp.
Simple but powerful.
Does 7 damage. And as it tries to recover from the shock, she will just back up. There we go. Keep it easy.
Gotta love shocking grasp. And that should be
Alright.
Orochi up.
Okay. So I'm going to swing again with his cursed blade 2 times. Ooh, that missed. And that should hit. Alright, for 11 slashing damage, and then I'll roll the X damage. Ooh, another 1. That's good. And then I'll use bonus action Maddening Hex for additional 5 damage. 5 psychic damage. And that's my turn.
Solitude will fly over here. And Gan, is she positioned to where... I'll move a little more up against the wall. If she's angled here and hits Warforged number 5 with a repelling blast, do you think she can knock him off of the precipice from here? 10 feet back?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Knock him like off the little 6-foot rock that he's standing on. If he's knocked 10 feet back, it might be probably even more than that. I would say maybe
Yeah, exactly.
maybe like 20.
Okay, cool. She's going to fire off an LBJ blast then. We'll take this, Mr. Warforged. 25 for the hit, and she will deal out 10 force and knock him 10 feet back.
And that's a total of 16 bludgeoning.
Then she will follow up again to knock him another 10 feet back, hopefully off this thing entirely.
I think you did with that one. You knocked him all the way off. Down.
She'll fire at him again then, down on the
Down
ground.
to here on the ground.
Yep. 30. Yes. That's
That will
right.
hit.
Max damage, 15 force damage on her second hit.
And that will kill Warforged Death through 5.
Ooh. Yeah, this electrical fumes and stuff rise from his body. They turn into mist and float up in the air, and Solitude breathes them in, looking revivified as she flies back up over here. Okay, that's Solitude's move. Now we'll do Ice Elemental against the Cadaver Collector. No more advantage because we have frozen Sandy over there. Here comes slam attack number 1. Oop, not looking good. That's only a 12 to hit.
It is going to miss.
Question for you. So he has a move called Ice Glide, which says the elemental can burrow under ice and snow with a speed of 15 feet without disturbing the material. I'm wondering, could he melt? Have you ever played? There's this cool game called Killer Instinct, and there was a bad guy called Glacius, and he could like melt down to the ground and travel underground, whoosh, and then appear on the other side. Think he can try to pull that off on this catwalk, or since there's no ice and snow, I'm trying to take too much license with that skill.
Send me this skill real quick in text, will ya? Ice Glide.
Sure.
The elemental can burrow through non-magical ice. While doing so, the elemental doesn't disturb the material it moves through. There's no ice anywhere.
Right. So he can't burrow unless it's ice. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fair. All right, so he's going to do his next slam attack then from right where he's standing. Come on, hit, dude.
But
okay, this looks more promising. 17.
If someone, like blasts like a chilling blast across like the surface of the steps or something like that, ice walk could probably work. Because that's just like icy surface, right? And metal freezes and becomes slippery super quick.
There was a cone of cold cast earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that the cold of cone got cast, and I would say like any of that surface that got touched would be like still frozen, just like those Warforged were. So we could say the whole surface of the catwalk that they're basically they're standing on, that they being the enemies, is frozen for that 30 foot cone, I think it was, and
60 foot.
60 foot.
And he will do that. He will definitely do that. He will go under him.
I had to look
at
the ice elemental stat sheet I sent you again real quick. But he does have some pretty cool stuff.
We're right under him, so that now Rock's clear to attack him. And are these death troops over here, were they dead or are they still alive?
Let's see here.
3 and 2.
Everybody on the bridge 1, 2, and 3 are dead. I should have knocked him down. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I thought they were. Yeah, so he moves underneath the Cadaver Collector, turning the ice, flows underneath him, and then reforms on the other side for his second attack, which was a 17 to hit and 14 damage if 17 hits.
A 17 is going to miss.
Okay. And he misses both attacks. But has moved to a potential flanking position. And that's it for him. That's it for Solitude and Lord Krizoth of Stygia. L'éternel droit. Merci. Je m'appelle Solitude.
Yeah, it should be Lyra up.
Right. Trying to adjust my camera here. I just had. There we go. Alright, so Lyra's gonna take a few steps back over here across these rocks. Wave at Solitude. Turn back around. And I'm going to, at the Cadaver Collector, guiding a bolt at the second level. At Cadaver Collector. That is a 28 to hit. for some minimal damage. 18 damage of the Radiante variety. And for my bonus action, this last death troop over here, my little spiritual weapon's gonna float over there and shamak it. Or try to, at least.
Dead. He might be dead.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh no.
So never mind, it's not gonna smack it. It's not gonna do that at all. Alright, that is it for Lyra.
It should be Belsey up.
Steve.
Uh-oh, you good, Steve? Yeah.
Oh no. Try again. Can you hear us now, Steve? This does not bode well. Technology issues get to be so frustrating when they happen to you. It's like,
It's a very apt question.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun. I was really struggling the last couple of weeks with that stuff. I work in IT.
And he has advantage with that because of Guiding Bolt.
I don't do the break fix stuff as much as I used to anymore, but it still is maddening as it always has been for me. Good to get to a resolution, though. He said definitely the big one. Ooh.
That's probably gonna have to be you, Gan, I think.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Okay. Or Steve. The big suck.
Hope we can get it fixed, soon. Meow, 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 meow.
No, not that theme song. That theme song is forbidden.
Hey.
Alright, my laptop charged.
Yay.
Sorry about that.
Glad to have you back.
Ooh.
You guys hear me okay, right?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
just fine.
Alright, looks like you hit for 32 with the longsword. 10 damage plus 11 from the smite. 21 total.
Hell yeah. Yeah, die, bitch.
I'm
doing
bad.
it.
I'm bad at being
Totally.
you. Thank God you're back.
Hi. Here. All you gotta do is just make it sound fucking stupid, and you'll be right on it.
I
Ready to say
disagree.
Radiante or DiMaggio or something dumb like that.
Everything in my brain was sounding stupid. I was like, da 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 da. I forgot how to play. I forgot how to play. I forgot how to play.
No. It sounds like you were on character to me.
And then my dice roll were in slow motion, which is really cool on D&D Beyond. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Oh, I love when it does that.
Yeah, it's a fun feature. Like your RAM shutting off your power, your circuit breaker.
Do you want me to? Was it just one attack, or can I roll the second one?
Oh no, absolutely. I just did one because that's how slow I am. So feel free to continue with your turn.
I'll say, will swing down with his sword, his mighty holy avenger,
There we go.
for a 25 to hit. Suck it, nerd. I feel like it's safe to assume that's going to be a hit.
Oh, that's definitely a hit. 32, 25, they're both smashing into him.
Woo!
21 on the first, and I think this could topple him.
I'll burn a second will smite this time.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Give you that little physical intel. He looks in pretty rough shape.
And then, let's see, that's 3d10.
Yep.
And
I think
so that's
technically
another 26.
I screwed you out of a whole nother D6 technically, because I rolled 3d8. So roll another
You
D6.
monster.
I got the smite wrong. I thought it was 3d8 for 3rd level. But 3d10.
Let's see. Oh, wait, a d6, 98. Man. So that's 31 DiMaggio.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Is this the big fella?
Yeah.
Belze swings up and like his blade passes up right through the middle of its face and up through the head, bisecting its face down the middle.
Left him open-minded.
Exactly. And I think, didn't Belze get hit with that lightning earlier? So he shakes from electricity. Right. Has Belze actually taken any damage, though? Just out of curiosity, so I can keep my character sheet up to date.
I can't say I've hit Belze. One of your friends might have hit you, though. No, I don't think anybody did. The only people that were in the firing range were poor Sandy and I forgot what his name is. Lord Farquhar.
Oh, Lord. Right.
Laugh all you want. Laugh all you want. He did 41 damage in one hit.
It was a good crit.
That's more damage than I do in a single hit, so fuck yeah, dude. Lord Farquhar.
I knew it was something cool and fancy, alright? So Krezov is I won't forget it next time. I have to type it out 3 times to remember it.
Yep, Christoph. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, Christoph Waltz? Got it.
Honestly, feel free to keep forgetting it and keep replacing it with something funny every time. I'm down for that.
Lord, whatever Lord I feel like.
Lord, you feel like?
I'm gonna run out of Lords, guys. I don't know that many Lords.
You just keep making more up. It's fine.
Alright. Everybody's gonna become a Lord by the end of this.
Sweet.
Oh, cool. This is just like that Irish thing.
Apologize in advance for that, John. Cadaver Collector being down, that should be on Rock, and I think that might be everybody except Warforged 4 down. If I'm not mistaken.
Where is Warforged 4?
I think Warforged 4
right
is
behind you.
Yeah, right behind you, and in between you and Tyrus. Rochi.
Yep.
Oh, okay. There he is. Okay. I'll swing around him, try and get flanking here. And we're going in. Hot sword is hot.
Oh, shit.
29 to hit.
That is definitely going to hit.
Doing a nasty 22 damage, 11 piercing, 11 fire.
Singeing damage there. That is an ouchie for him.
We'll follow it up with a booming blade for a 17 to hit. Question.
That is not going to hit.
That is not a hit. We'll follow with a 3rd attack with the scimitar. It's going to be if a 17 doesn't hit, a 15 won't. Oh wait, I have advantage. I am goofing. I am super goofing.
On both of those, right?
Yes,
so
I should.
technically just another 2 rolls.
29 on the short sword on the flame tongue instead.
Much better. That's what you meant.
That is what I meant. I definitely meant a 29 for 12 damage. 9 piercing, 3 fire, if it matters.
22,
And
12.
One more on the scimitar. 18?
That will miss.
Okay,
Wow.
we're missing on the 3rd one. We're good.
He looks in rough shape. And being the last one standing, it will fall to not Warforged Death Troop 5, but Warforged Death Troop 4, as he looks at all of you desperately scanning around him. His eyes light up beginning to glow as the Warforged did, preparing for his action before he was obliterated by Solitude. And 2 beams of light shoot out of his eyes. Immediately, you can see that they begin to track in the direction of Rock. And almost like a limbo line, begins to scan towards him. See the heat, like the waves of heat that kind of come off a grill in the summertime. Same thing, coming off of these. And go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw to Rock and Orochi and Tiras as this thing comes. I'm sorry. Rock and Orochi. Just Rock and Orochi. As this thing comes in your direction. Kind of scanning left to right.
That's a 14.
Imagine like a Cyclops tracking you, and wait for Orochi there. That's a 9 from Orochi. Rock, you duck underneath the rays. Orochi, you see it too late. You are going to take 7 damage.
All right.
And Tiras, as it falls to your turn, you see that his eyes cease that bright glowing, but you begin to hear a whirring sound coming from the Warforged. And at first it starts out like almost like a kind of like a train whistle, and then just gets louder and louder and louder and louder and louder until it becomes deafening. And it also begins to slightly convulse.
I have a feeling it's about to explode. I'm thinking. Okay. Okay, let's do this. This is fun. Oh, I went down too far. I can't see myself anymore. Ah! She's gonna gooch around so that she can kind of just see both this Warforged here and the... No, I don't want to do that. That's too chaotic. Never mind. I am just going to attempt to vortex warp him a little bit of a distance away. That's all we're going to try to do. So how about a Constitution saving throw?
It should be an 11 for Warforged 4.
Let's put him... literally just right in the middle of this room down here. Somewhere where we can still see him to hit him, but hopefully far enough away from any structures that he won't cause any damage until we're ready for it to be damaged. So... we're gonna go... about here. I thought about putting him inside the big electrical oven-looking thing, but I don't think we're quite ready for that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Oh, that's a good idea.
It would have been fun, but we're not ready, and Tyrus wants to save the library, so...
I should save the library. I love it.
Let's get ready, guys.
Priorities, come on!
I feel like that's very on character for Tiris.
Mm-hmm.
Tiris is not going to blow up the building, at least until she's perused the library.
You got it.
Checks out.
Alright, I will set Warforged 4 there.
Checks out of the library. You got it.
I missed the opportunity for that one as well. Don't forget to return it.
Oh no.
Won't like me.
Oh no. Alright. She'll just move in closer. That's all for her.
Orochi, as it falls to your turn, you see the Warforged's head begin to spin 360 on its shoulders in a terrifying fashion. As that whirring noise reaches a penultimate moment and just explodes in the center of the room there where Tiris put it. There's about a 20-foot blast radius. Fortunately, Tiris moved him away just in time.
Brilliant. Very nice.
I think that ends combat.
Nice.
So just because it's been a second that was in and out of this combat, that was the corpse collector and like what 6 or 7 Warforged.
6?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Shit.
Well done all. That was a tidy little fight.
Oh, we moved quite quickly. Orochi, do you need to gather any of these pieces?
Not right now.
Again, out of curiosity, the corpse collector, is it like a giant Warforged basically?
It is. And you could see that there's like blood all over it that's dried around its spikes and the various points that protrude from its body.
This is a unique specimen. Are you sure you don't want some of the parts from this one?
Like it's blood, or like does it look like it's other creatures' blood?
Oh, definitely, probably human blood. It's like red in nature. It looks like maybe like mammal blood.
What a strange amalgamation of a creature.
Solitude eyes the blood, tilts her head a little bit.
It doesn't look fresh, does it? Like it's not.
No, it's dried, like the color of like bricks. Like a maroonish, brownish color.
More blood, Solitude.
It is not fresh enough. Merci. But thank you for noticing. I was wondering the same thing, Michel. Come, Lord Krizoth. We must get you downstairs. And Lord Krizoth is going to try to clamber over this, get up on this rock, and then slowly scrunch down and onto the ground level. Which he'll try to like hang down and then drop. But whatever rolls you would like to require for that, if any, I am prepared to roll.
I'd say you could make it down cautiously enough just by climbing.
Okay. He'll start heading towards the old wall of fire tunnel.
Before his minute's up, Rock will kind of
Was
like.
Oh, sorry.
Rock's gonna roll over to the edge of this little catwalk here, kind of flip over the railing, grab the underside, and then drop down.
That eerie silence again fills the hallways all around you. Those of you that have been here before probably remember that there was another who guarded these hallways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Did these Warforged have like weapons and stuff on them, or were they like built in?
All of the Warforged Death Troops have adamantine lances.
Feels like we'll gather all the easily held weapons or things that look valuable, knowing that we might need some money going forward.
I've got a bag you can place those in if you would like.
And in Mary Poppins fashion, starts one at a time putting them into her handbag of endlessness, or I can't remember what they're called.
Handbag of endlessness. It needs to be called that.
I like
yes.
that more though.
Yes.
Oh, bag of holding. That's what it is.
Like, it is the killer satchel must have the coolest name. They'll say you are not allowed to have a cooler name for a container.
Bag of withholding.
Bag of withholding.
For those who don't, that should be our. Oh man, that would be our nickname. That'd be our second nickname.
The bag of withholding, because we don't share our secrets.
That should have been the name of our ship.
The withholders.
Oh my god, the secret ship 6 riding on the bag of withholding.
The secret 6 on the secret ship with a bag of withholding.
Oh god.
You gotta love it.
Does Lord Krizoff see anything through the tunnel area or Solitude? We're kind of trying to peek.
Can anyone communicate with Mr. Krizoff there?
I think I can communicate with him. Let me see.
It says he follows your commands, but like, can he communicate what he sees?
Don't know, Malcolm. Hold on.
I'm asking questions. I'm asking the DM. I just want to make sure. I don't know I don't know the answers to these questions.
Let's see.
For those who share.
Oh, that's so good.
Elemental is friendly to you. Roll initiative. If you don't issue any commands, it defends itself from hostile actions, but takes no action. So
you're gonna make Solitude find an Aquan book in the library so she can learn Aquan to talk to the elemental.
That's the new.
Oh,
that's the new punishment. That's the new punishment for Solitude. She has to learn more languages.
Oh, you have to learn languages to talk to all these friends that you have developed. All right, I think that's if you can issue it commands, I think it could probably understand you at the very least. So yeah, I would say it would be fair to say you can communicate with it. You've
message spelling.
Much
Do you see anything, Lord Krizoff?
Lord Krizoff sees basically what you'd be able to see: an empty hallway. This kind of cavernous room has some interesting looking conveyor belts that, while currently aren't operating, look to have several crates still stacked upon them, as though operation was just ceased in the middle of middle of the day, perhaps. But there is also some great flame forges that sit underneath the conveyor belt, and you can see that it looks like this is like a coal-powered conveyor belt. It's kind of an interesting mechanism. There's a wheel that turns it at the bottom. Coal furnace is obviously what powers all of the locomotive.
Yeah. Okay. I'll send Lord Krizoth through, and I'll follow relatively closely behind, but he'll kind of.
Tiras moves to step off the ledge as she motions to Orochi. On three, Orochi?
It certainly looks like some sort of production factory. However, things that have been in production seem to be absent, and any workers also seem to be absent.
Tiras taps her spell focus, and we feather fall to the ground.
FYI, we do have those tokens that give us free feather fall.
Is true. Is true.
We should probably hang on to those in case we get blown off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, were those one-time use? I thought those were just recharge on a day thing.
Again?
Those tokens are one-time use.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
Oh! She didn't have to use it on him. Then he can get down. By himself.
No. He's casting.
Save that.
She's casting it. She's hard casting it.
Yeah, she
Okay.
cast it.
Sorry, I was trying to save
Okay.
you spell slot, but never mind.
Yeah, me too.
No need. No need. Do not be worried about it.
Should have spell slots
He
to
can
spare.
levitate.
Solitude, as you fly into this room, the one thing you do notice is some of these strange tanks. They have Warforged sitting inside of them. And they look to be filled with fluid. Most of them have a large dragon shard at the bottom of the tank. There's varying colors, interestingly enough, in this room. You see not just the dark bluish purple dragon shards that you've been used to seeing, but you also see a bright, brilliant, glowing whitish yellow in one of them.
And Orochi Arcana check to see what kind it is.
I would say by this time, roll Arcana, and we'll see. It should be a pretty simple DC, I think. Yeah. You know that that's a Cerberus shard. You find it strange that it's sitting here, of all places. Cerberus shards are extremely rare. And their magic qualities are different than dragon shards, which tend to amplify magic, as you know. They tend to bind magic, as you know. These Cerberus shards, they have the ability to amplify magic, to make it much more powerful than it was before. They are not often used in Warforged creation, but often used to power airships. So it appears there's some sort of experimentation being performed here in these tanks. And
Oroshi's gonna. Oh, sorry.
Just wanted to drop, when I said these tanks, I want to make sure I'm being specific. I'm talking about these ones over here.
Got it.
Oh,
got
okay.
it. Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
perfect.
Okay.
Where at? I'm sorry. I'm blind. Where?
Zoom out. Zoom way
Over
out.
here.
There's like 6 tanks along the left side of the wall when you walk in. The first 3 have dragon shards, and then the last 3 Cerberus shards, or I should say the middle 3.
So there are 3 shards total in 3 tanks. Yes?
Yep. Yeah, and they look to be large, but you can't tell how large to be exact because of the skew of the liquid and the glass.
Are the tops of the tanks open or closed?
They're closed. Yeah, they're completely sealed, and you can see that there's like a clasp and a buckle on both sides of the tank. It looks relatively easy to just flip it open.
I would like to see if I can figure out what they're doing with these. Like, what kind of liquid is this? Is there electricity running through it? Am I gonna get myself murdered if I touch it? What are they trying to accomplish? You know, all those questions.
Also, Tiris and Rock, this is near the place that the Spectre attacked us on the way out of the library last time, so...
Oh, the librarian? Oh, good. I needed to talk to him.
Interesting.
Cheers, roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
So good to have our wizards with us this time around.
Oh, yeah. 25.
You scan over the tank. You can see that, unlike the other forge that you saw, similar to the one you can see just to the right of these tanks, back at Vermicide Palace, this is like some sort of a refining tank. The fluid inside is not electrified in any way, but it is caustic. It could basically
Like acid.
dissolve your skin. However, the adamantine metal, it basically cleans it, refines it, and this would be basically like the final act, the gloss coating on the vehicle, so to speak. But what these shards are doing is increasing the strength of the magical shard that is inside their body, in their power core. There's some sort of connection between the liquid, the shard, and their core itself, and they have to be completely submerged in order for this effect to continue.
Cores of the Warforged?
Yes, yep.
Okay, that was what I was missing. Okay. Well, Orochi, obviously we're taking these.
Yes, but how to do so without damaging or alerting the other guards? Maybe is it trapped or set up to sensors of some sort?
You can see that there's like stabilizing bolts on all four sides, or on four sides, I guess I should say, of the little tank. But they don't look to be anything that could be perhaps handled with, say, tools of a certain sort.
I could remove one
So
of
we
them.
got to look around for those.
Brock will mention that he could help you remove one of them from the tank.
By all means.
He'll scan his arm. He'll scan one of the tattoos on his arm, and he'll look at it and see if I can't take one of Terrace's little tricks. And he'll reach out towards the tank, and he'll cast Vortex Warp on the Warforged in the tank.
It is a 21 on the con save.
You see space starts to warp around it, and it just stops. And Rock shakes his head a little bit. Maybe a little more practice with that.
It's all right there, Hardy. I must have misunderstood. I thought there were just the crystals inside here. There are Warforged inside the tanks?
Yes.
Okay, I misunderstood that altogether.
The shards are attached to them, empowering.
Oh.
At
Okay.
least that's what I heard. Did I hear that wrong?
That's about right. Yeah, they're the shard, the fluid, and the Warforged have some sort of symbiotic connection at this point. And these shards that you see at the bottom of the tanks, they are amplifying the power in the Warforged power cores.
Hmm. And you said if
Yeah,
you like put your arm in it, it'd be kind of corrosive, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Right, you would not want to do that.
You'd feel it right away.
What about
yeah,
those?
you just mage hand it open?
Ooh. Mage
Well,
hand wouldn't feel it.
True. What about those tubes over there that are on like fire?
Yeah, you do see another set of tanks that look like there's fire like blazing all around them. And unfortunately, there's nothing inside of those tanks. Although the forge looks to be active all the same.
something I could try if no one else has an idea.
This is
We're all ears.
out of my pay grade.
All right. She will pull out her chrono manipulator and kind of start messing with the dials and winding things backwards and forwards. I haven't tried this yet, but apparently it works sometimes. And this tiny little mote of light will just kind of float up out of the device, and she will attempt to cast telekinesis.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh wow! Oh wow! Went straight to that.
more.
Suck on that mage hand.
Mage Hand just got his lunch stolen.
I only give you a check to see
Yeah.
whether or not I can do this. Yay! And we are successful. Okay. Yeah. So she will cast telekinesis through her chrono manipulator. All right. Then she will kind of tell everybody to stand back somewhat in case the fluid leaks.
As she does so, the clasps pop off the top of the tank by itself. Seemingly. Though Tyrus is probably not surprised.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And then we will try to telekinetically just disconnect these crystals and pull them all out, one at a time.
As you do so, the crystals begin to raise up out of the tanks. You're able to easily manipulate and move them. They float in midair as you do so.
They are quite beautiful. Fascinating.
As they exit the surface of the fluid, you see the three Warforged bodies go limp. Their figures slump in the tanks.
Alright. I will take a few glass vials and fill them with this liquid as well.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Perhaps they have learned how to refine the shards in a way that we can use.
How many of these did we
Can you?
need?
Honestly, as many as we can attain. 3 is a good start. Considering how rare they
Would
are.
you, would you be able to extract the Warforged itself as well?
Huh? I have. See. If it weighs less than 1,000 pounds, she can try to move it.
Well, maybe not.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it weighs more than 1,000 pounds. So.
I don't. Oh,
You think?
I didn't- really? It wouldn't go in the bag of holding then.
That's what he said last time when we. Well, let's ask him. Gad, do we know how much the Warforged weighs?
Yeah, I don't think they'd be 1,000 pounds. Probably somewhere in the 400 to 500 pound range.
Oh, okay.
Then
Well,
she
there you go.
will.
They're bigger than most Warforged that you've seen, even Bluey, but
Oh wow.
they're probably not exceeding 500 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, then she will raise one up out of these tubes and just kind of hover it in midair. Where do you want it?
Set it down anywhere. I'll put it in my bag.
Well, open your bag. And
Oh yeah, we can do it like that. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yep.
if he holds the bag open, she just kind of lifts it up, hovers it down, slowly drops it in.
Yep. Okay. That works.
Gan, you mentioned some crates as well.
Yeah, there's a various amount of crates that are still kind of rolling up the conveyor belts.
And the conveyor belts they've stopped, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll have Lord Krizoth go over and open up one of the crates. And she will supervise from overhead. Ow. Okay, I see him. Yep. Anything? Well, can he get up there? Maybe not. If he can't get up there, Solitude will do it herself. Just
You'd
kind of
be able
check out what's in one of the crates.
to get up there most likely. Probably be
Okay.
fine without solitude. Crates are easy to open. You lift the lid, and you see inside various ore spread all throughout the crate itself. And the chunks range in fist size to pebble size.
Any mithril, gold, adamantine, or is it more basic ores? Which I may not know because I'm not a geologist.
From the look of it, it looks rough, dark, nothing shiny, nothing brilliant or beautiful.
Okay, I'll put a little brass cap on my little devil horn and message back to Tyrus. Mademoiselle Tyrus, inside the crates is various ores of different kinds. Do you think that we need any of these or leave it be?
Um, I will certainly have a quick look. Don't mind. Roti, did you get all you needed here? Gotta take that as a
Yep,
Brian's
we're
not.
all good. Yep,
Okay,
we're all good.
He'll like have grabbed a box. He'll grab a box and like move it down here and set it on the ground so that it's easier to look at. So it's just like right there.
At Solitude's request, let's take a look and see what kind of metal we have here.
Go ahead and roll for investigation there.
Oh.
Oh.
And though your investigative skills don't tell you much, luckily you spent many, many, many years in a library. And you would know that this is adamantite.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
It is the ore-like substance that adamantine is made from. And it makes sense why they would have large quantities of it, being perhaps mined out of this very mountain, as you are currently in a mountain.
That is incredible. That's a great find.
We're rich.
We're rich!
Bring the bags. We need to load up these sheets.
Now the real question is, would Tyrus want to load the portable hole with adamantite or books?
Tough one.
Both.
Obviously.
Yep, there you go, Gan. Yep, there you go.
Yep, can do. Not to mention, I have a bag of holding too. If we need more.
I think Orochi does too, right?
Rochi just put a Warforged, a whole Warforged in his.
Well, the reason I was saying that is because the portable hole does not have a weight limit versus the bags of holding, which
wow.
actually.
Yeah, plus Orochi needs all the space he can have for bottles of wine.
Oh.
And books about
Solid.
the female perspective.
Solid.
Okay,
Yeah,
Gan,
that
I think
too.
Lord Krizoth is going to grab a number of these crates and bring them down and set them on the ground one by one, like 4 or 5.
Imagine I have about 5 minutes left on this telekinesis, so I will assist in that endeavor.
Where is this?
That's just
Attention, Secret 6 individuals with storage capacity, please. Venez avec moi. Merci.
so have a bag of holding. That's right.
As we load up this ore, or adamantite, as we defined it, let's take a quick 5-minute break after that, and do the bio thing, get a drink, do what you gotta do. We'll be back at 9:16, or 5 minutes from now.
It's adamantite. You got to keep it tight.
Adamantite.
Adamantite.
Well, it makes sense.
Get some
It's like
shards, get some tight.
Adamantite is tight. For all of you who watch pitch meetings.
I'm glad to be adamantite with all of you.
Oh.
Oh,
Up.
we appreciate you too, man.
Are you adamantite about that?
Yeah.
Adamant was somewhere in there. I don't know.
I like it.
I tried. In honor of you, Cody.
Thank you.
Be back in just a moment, guys.
Alrighty.
All right. So we're buying a second airship, right?
Do we want a second one, or do we just want to like double this one's size?
Ooh, and then give it to the next person? I like it.
Double it and pass it on.
What if instead we just buy a nice little townhome and settle down and see what happens, you know?
We need to build like an extension on the airship for our growing number of people.
We actually do need like something, yeah.
Yeah, we need like guest quarters or something.
We do have guest quarters. They're downstairs.
Yeah, they're just very small compared to Solitude. I mean, the rest of our rooms. Solitude has the suite.
Oh, I stepped away. What were you saying?
I said Solitude has the suite in the airship.
We do have guest
Yes,
quarters, but they're
yes,
nowhere near the
yes.
size of Solitude's rooms.
True.
Do you just think we can maybe improve upon the guest quarters? You never know.
You'll never
Sorry.
know. Oh yeah.
I apologize.
Why?
No. These we just recollecting the items that we got last time. No big deal over here.
Recollect them. Which is the stuff worth?
I like just sitting here floating around in my broom over all you guys, haughtily.
Wow. Adamantine ore is 400 gold per
pound. Oh, so rich. We're so rich. We can each have an airship.
I'm gonna be right back.
Who has the most gold in the party right now?
I have like 26 gold, but I also spent most of it on other stuff.
So not you.
I have 23 gold.
So.
I think I have them. I wouldn't have the most. I gave away half my gold.
I bet it's Liron.
Why? You think so? I bet it's Bluey.
Bluey's
not
goes to the poor.
Technically a member of the party.
Wow.
Technically,
we got about 5,000 gold.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I have just over that.
I got 8,000.
Yeah, I think you have the most gold then, Ryan. I have a shade.
How much gold do you have?
I have a shade over 5,000.
Ooh, I need to
I
buy
would have
more
had more if somebody didn't.
Chalk and incense. Teleport circle. Remind me, guys.
Ooh, I guess I have more than that. Apparently have 12,000.
I had 10,000. I gave half my.
I'm already rich.
So technically, a quarter of my gold is sitting on my alt.
Yeah, I'd never spent any of the gold from the tournament, so I still have 12,000 gold.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't you buy stuff in Carlacton though?
Yeah, books.
Yeah, like non-magical ones too.
Just books.
I thought you bought like components for Warforged and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were like nuts and bolts. Those weren't like, because most of the stuff we got was from most of the stuff we got was just like nuts and bolts and miscellaneous stuff. That was only like 100 something gold.
Oh yeah,
because I got a lot of parts from the actual, forge. The last time we went to the first one in Metro. And then I got the head, which is the most expensive part, from Harbinger.
Pour one out, everybody.
Well, maybe I can get my gold back from Tally and Woodrose since technically we went back in time.
I doubt that.
Okay.
Yeah, they went back in time too.
Oh yeah, services rendered.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they earned their money. How much did you give them, out of curiosity?
I had 10,000 gold. I gave them half of it,
Oh, okay.
so I gave them 2,500 apiece.
Yeah, that's pretty
Wasn't
good.
enough.
Yeah, I sold all my old
Sold?
equipment. No, I sold, yes. Well,
Whose dog? Oh, that's a very nice looking dog. Is that yours?
oh, you saw it? It finally loaded. Yeah. She's keeping me company.
Oh, so sweet looking.
Oh, is that not yours?
No, she's mine.
Oh,
Yeah, the picture of her laying down is right now. She's just dead.
very good looking dog.
Yes, cute. He hurt you, Britters.
What's her name?
Bryn, Bren.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you guys.
What?
Just looking at the just doing a little peeky peek of the library, a little sneaky peek. Yeah, we gotta be much more thorough this time.
Yeah, assuming the demon library guy doesn't fight us again. What was he? Ghost?
He was a specter or a
He was
ghost of some
fiend, I
sort?
thought.
Yeah,
Spectre.
nasty. He was nasty, but I don't think he's gonna keep Tyrus from getting up in those books.
I think all of us combined would not be able to keep Katirus away from books right now.
He had a lot of health. That guy
He
had
try
a
to
lot of
summon that.
health.
He may try to summon that Lord of the Blades. You never know.
That guy
we
had
could
a
have
lot of
a
health.
talk and we could say, hey,
Don't speak that. Mm-mm.
Well, if he couldn't do it last time, he can do it this time.
that's only because we killed him last time, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we just fight him again. Because he's a polite fellow. He
Yeah.
comes and talks to people first, and then
I could try
He's
the
very-
banishment. I could try another deception with lessons
that
I've learned from
banishment would have
last
been
time.
really good. It would have been really good, but it just didn't work. But it would have been good.
My I guess if I had a baseball card, my banishment rate is 0.500 right now.
Oh, Gan's back. I like how Gan just listens.
Just
I like how you
lurking,
just
in
listen.
our plans,
Lurking.
giggling,
I
add
am-
more monsters, moving stuff around.
I like how Gan just, he just
Yep.
he chills in the cut is what he
Like,
does.
oh,
He's chilling in the
banishment?
cut.
Lurking is
Show you.
accurate. Chilling in the cut
Banishment.
is also accurate. I definitely chill in the cut. I definitely lurk. I do both of those things.
Oh, man.
I may be referred to as Larry by some of my friends. Lurk up on people.
Okay, so that's today is the thing of the thing. Okay, so I would. Okay.
And as we pick back up here, you guys, I think we're loading ore into the bags of holding or portable holes, depending on which storage is more preferable. And it's, yeah, that's where we pick up.
Indeed. How many pounds of ore should I mark us down for?
4 tons. 4 tons.
Each crate easily bears like 500 pounds of this stuff. So there's a lot here to take.
Oof.
God.
How big is each crate? In terms of like dimensions?
Oh, like physical size? That's a good question. Did not think about that. Let's say like 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. They're like small little crates.
3-foot cubes.
Yeah.
I think they would go best in the portable hole. I think books would be better off in the bags of
18
holding since they have way
18 crates. 18 crates, math guy.
18 crates at 3x3. You said they weigh about 100 pounds each.
500.
500.
500 pounds a piece. Yeah, the portable hole is 6x10. So we could take 6x10.
It's 9,000, by the way. 18 by 500.
The weight the weight doesn't matter. The portable hole has no weight limit. I just need to know how many boxes I can fit in it. 10 feet deep,
All
6 foot, 6 foot. It's not. This is not going to be exact because the cylinders and cubes don't fit perfectly into one another.
You're a
but
mentat.
with-
You're just a mentat.
With
Would you
6
say was a
we could fit 7 crates.
Did you say
Okay,
3 by
Dungeon
3
Master.
by 3?
7 crates.
No, because it's a cylinder, so it doesn't perfectly fit cubes in it. So even if the volume of the cylinder is something like 6 times 5.
Well, if it's 3 by 3 by 3, it's 27 feet.
It's like 180
Cubed.
cubic feet. It's 180 cubic feet in the cylinder, but there's 9 cubic feet of box. Like each box is 9 cubic feet, but they wouldn't fit perfectly into a cylinder, so you would probably say about 7, maybe 9 if you're lucky.
9 what? Boxes?
9 crates could fit in a portable.
Let's just go with 7. 7's good. That's
7
still
crates?
3,500 pounds of ore. We're good.
Okay.
So
Lord
I
Krizoff.
guess between Lord
dutifully
Krizoff
loads.
and telekinesis, we're able to get that done easily enough, and then telekinesis will probably drop.
Lord Krizoff. Do
Oh.
work.
I
Sure.
just want to point out if that's true, that's 1,400,000 gold.
What?
But
Let the dungeon master do the math. Maybe
I'm just based
assess.
off of the generic D&D numbers.
Maybe it's pure ore and worth more. Maybe it's like janky ore and it's worth less.
I'm down with
What?
Steve's math. You guys took the time to loot the ore. You guys reap the benefits of looting the ore. And it's no mere ore.
Hey,
It is adamantite.
You know what? You know what? We don't need to pay off debts. We're to Fjarlin. We're just gonna go buy Fjarlin, okay?
You know
my
what?
God. Wait, change things.
All of a sudden, Tyrus is the hero of the campaign for getting us all rich. We went back in time and now we're all rich. So Tyrus for president.
I looked at the crates.
Tyrus for president. It's already been,
I
the
wanna
votes
find
already been
everything.
cast. Results are in. Vice President Solitude, Tyrus for president. So,
All right, Tyrus. I
That
think
was-
there's nothing really between us and the factory, but library of spooky books. Mr. Rock, you better glue yourself to air. I think you are about to lose air.
Rock will tilt his head and look at Solitude, and then look at Tyrus. She's right there.
Come on now.
I will make sure not to lose her. That's
I'll start drifting towards the library.
Ooh, the library.
to the library.
it's a shame it's not down a catwalk.
Nope. We're not saying it.
But I just did.
Nope.
You know.
Now,
shame this is
if
ever
I
on
recall,
because there's no Nile.
there was a silence spell in the library last time, if I recall correctly.
Really?
Yes,
That's
it
amazing.
rendered everything completely silent.
So, factor that in with your magic decision making.
That's fantastic. And she just stands and stares in awe and beauty and wonder before she proceeds any further.
If it is truly silent, then we should be in eyesight of each other, lest something happens.
A wise decision.
I totally wanted to narrate Caution Sorochi wisely. So I'm in unison with you there, dearest.
And after a moment, she will do the universal call for a librarian, and she will just quietly clear her throat.
It's silent.
Well, before we get to the library where it's quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, you find that
We're not in there yet.
until you break that threshold, you don't find yourself absent of sound when you speak. But as soon as you break that threshold where those statues are, suddenly any words gasped out of your mouth fall completely silent. And while it's interesting, I'm sure an equal bit of frustration probably creeps in at losing one of your core capabilities.
So step back. Alright. Well, I think Rock's idea was probably the best. Just go to the back and
Is there anything particular you're looking for?
yes, actually. And she pulls out a list and she hands it to you. And I do actually have a list.
I'm not surprised.
That's a very Tyrus thing.
It still is.
It's probably laminated, isn't it?
If she could.
Yeah.
There. It's a list.
Oh, you actually
Yes!
you Adrian have a list.
Yes!
Oh.
You gotta love it. You really gotta love it.
Wait,
Is that Tyrus's list of books she wants?
Yes! And the last
Just
bit.
love it.
So, the last bit I was hoping that the librarian would be here and he would help us sort out some of the rest, but if he's not, we'll just have to make do.
I didn't see the list of books.
It's in notes.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll add. I've got a smaller list.
But is it laminated?
Does it have bullet points? Is there
Laminated and
anything
colored.
on the list that's not already on Tyrus's list?
Yeah, no, Draconic Prophecy is in there, so I only have one more item in my list.
Interesting.
Mystery.
Alright.
Hers is laminated and color coded.
Let's go in groups of twos, I suppose, and see what we can find. Anything rare, old, anything that looks interesting. We'll go ahead and, I guess, take it. She will, however, before we go in there, just cast Detect Magic so that she can kind of pinpoint if there are any particular books that are magical.
Sent you a DM, Gan.
We should probably at least stay in groups of two.
You know how that faint aura becomes visible around something when it's magical when you cast Detect Magic. Well, imagine you were in Vegas on the middle of the strip.
Oh.
And there was a power
What an
outage.
atmosphere.
And then suddenly the power resumed. That's what it seems like when you cast Detect Magic in this library. There's so much magical around you, it's tough to discern what each school of magic is.
Okay. Mm. And she
Anything,
shuts it
anything
off.
Guidance. I guidance myself.
anything with gold on the covers usually good. Thief logic, basically. Anything with gold on the covers, anything that looks particularly old.
Well, you guys are looking for all those
and we'll-
gold chalices. I'm going to look for the wooden one.
That's the cup of a
Nice.
carpenter. Start in the back and work our way forwards. What about the second floor? Deal with
Second
that
floor?
after? No, oui. There's a staircase and everything.
I could. Do I have it today?
I don't see bookshelves on the second floor.
There are books.
No.
Books.
There is
There are books, mon chéri.
there is books, but I don't know if Solitude would know there's books.
Oh, I was highlighting that book, the stack right there.
I know.
I'll say we'll go
What?
with Solitude to the second floor if that's the case. To look for a book.
It
So
goes.
I'm
The
going
book
to
for
interact
luck.
with the rest of the group first. No?
Hmm?
Monsieur Belfay?
I thought we were splitting up,
Oh, are we? Are we splitting up?
or, like in pairs.
Okay, we'll go upstairs then, Belfay.
Orochi go with rock.
Just figured Solitude can fly and Belsay can, take
Mhm,
fall damage. If that becomes an issue.
Rock will guard the entrance to the library where there is still sound.
Aaron will follow Tyrus wherever she's going to head out and explore.
Straight to the back.
Oh, look at something going on.
So many aisles and stuff.
I'll wait for Belfay.
Just pretend I'm with you. Remember, I'm not in the game.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
watching. I've been watching the stream this whole time.
Cool.
oh, Steve.
Oh, it's okay. It's pretty.
You're here with us,
Yeah,
even when you're not with us.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Lord Krizoth will do a good little search of the second floor. I see these little stacks, but I don't know if that's books per se or not.
Did we ever find out what that book was that Woodrose took for for Tyrus?
No.
No.
Oh,
Gan, I just love that you took so much time to do all this. It's just so I've never lost on how great this is. I just love it, man. I'm never lost on this.
Thanks, man. You do see a couple of stacks of books up on the second floor of Solitude. They'll say as you guys kind of walk around. You see also rolls of parchment sitting next to them. Now the books look to be topped with writings and scrawlings of varying natures. So the handwriting upon each page seems different. Almost as though many people worked on this. Basically, what it is a transcribing of not one book, but several books into a single document. And
Cool.
you can see that each of the books look to be like they're in a different language as you flip through them. One of them actually happens to be in Elvish.
Nope. Abyssal, Common, and Infernal is what I got. And
Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal.
okay.
I have Cirrus would know that Rock knows Primordial and Elvish. If she meets
Cirrus
those
can-
languages.
Tears can read all languages. Tears can read all writing.
Oh,
Well.
She don't need
never
no
mind.
man.
Good for Cirrus. Good for her. I'm just gonna stand out here with my swords, guarding the entrance. I'm good. I'm here. Nobody needs Rock for anything.
Oh, I guess
is this,
Belsay can. Yeah.
Yeah, what is this
Take a look.
Elvish writing? Tell me, what does your Elvish writing say, sir?
Tales of the Undying Court. As you flip through the
Solid.
pages, this tells of various organizations within the continent of Arenal. There does look to be like a table of contents, so to speak. This book describes many things about the Caradol Blades, the Death Guard, the Ternadal, the Skullborn, and of course, the Undying Court itself.
Dangerous people.
I'll give him a shrug, like, do we take it or not?
We should take this. This would be good information for me to have.
Okay. I pressed the A button over that book. The X button.
You obtain a book.
Yeah. And we'll continue along. Also, oh shit, there's doors over here too. Oh shit.
Well, let's not do that until we know what else is here.
Okay, we'll do a lap looking for books and other interesting things along the upper level and do like a whole circuit, until we get back to where we started. That's phase 1 of the upstairs search. That's the normal phase 1. The sinister phase 2 begins after that.
Oh, also, do I need to keep streaming or?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Or, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I was just asking if you still needed it. I didn't know if you still needed it.
Yeah.
Where is Belsay? I'll center the camera on him since.
Well, I can't move him, so just he's up with Solitude on the second floor, wherever that is.
Okay, so wherever Solitude is.
Ooh, that works. Just that's good.
If you need me to roll anything or Krizoth or whoever, I'm prepared. Otherwise, we're just gonna check it all out.
With that, I do actually need to go pee. So I will return shortly, but I am also outside. So let me know if I start dying.
You do find another stack of books. This one on the other side of the balcony from which you were on, which the red carpet is on over there. And these all appear to be books of more like a I would say maybe like a culturist nature. They're about art and civilization, food, history, specifically pertaining to Sire, and going back probably 500 some years. It's an assortment of books. They're all historical texts. I can come up with names if you want.
Belsay will grab the ones pertaining to food and drinks.
And yeah, I don't think Solitude doesn't see anything about what she's interested in. She's not gonna. Will not take the book. Le book.
I saw from your list that you saw, or you were seeking after the Blade of Mystery, and between me and you, I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. I'll message you.
Elsa just looks at the solitude, just holds up a couple of the books. My mother has a restaurant. She might appreciate these.
As no sound comes out.
Oh.
Silence.
Oh, I missed. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Wap, 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 wap.
Tyrus, as you're searching around, you do come across a few of the subjects you were looking for, specifically a book that just is simply stated the Overlords. And The Age of Demons is another one that you come across. And you would think both of those, based on the text or title, pertaining to perhaps the imprisonment and release of any overlords, Overlord Naval Avistis entity, perhaps an overlord who refers to themselves as the Shadow, summoning controlling of demons. I would say that hits a lot of yours. But you don't find anything in particular about Kyber shards, Sybaris shards, draconic prophecies, the dragons of Arganessen.
All right. Other than that, she will just literally just start taking handfuls of anything that looks interesting, old, beautiful.
Telepathically to Tyrus, you hear the voice in your head. Is there anything you would like me to specifically look for? Because you could do telepathic also, right? I thought.
Well, she has message, but that has a verbal component, so probably not.
In that case, then we'll reach
She'll
in her bag and pull out a notepad and write, or hand to you with a pen.
Nice. And she will quickly reply back. I mean, she's pretty much said everything that she's looking for.
Okay.
You know,
as Tyrus goes through.
she'll write down. I would save them all if I could, but I don't think we have time or space.
Then, as Tyrus goes one way, Laren will go the other way, following suit.
I think Tyrus would probably try not to take more than, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. Just, at least not without checking in and seeing where everybody's at and how everything's going. Just not wanting to get caught off guard and attacked or anything like that. We don't have all day. She knows that.
Hashtag growth.
Time Wizard saying we don't have all day? Come on now.
Do you come across these couple books that you were looking after? How many of these bookshelves would you say you approach and draw books from? I know you said you
would.
Go ahead,
She would spend her most time towards the back, but she would try to at least give a cursory glance down most of the aisles on the first floor. She's also, trying to glance at things that are laying out, things that seem like people have been working on or studying, that sort of thing. She's kind of trying to get a little bit of everything as she can.
As you're looking around, you come across what looks like the schematics of this building.
Hmm. Ooh.
Cool.
As you read across the schematics, you begin to understand how the building powers that massive forge. It's known as the Genesis Forge.
Ooh.
This rings alarms in your spine, sending tingling hairs up the back of it all the way up to your neck. As you know that the Genesis Forge was probably the most powerful forge in Sire. If you had any readings about Warforged creation at all, which I'm sure would be a subject you'd probably be interested about. The Genesis Forge is well known, though, and it's also supposedly completely inoperable after Sire was wiped out, as were most of the forges. Though you can see with your own eyes that that's not the case. The Lord of Blades somehow moved the Genesis Forge here to his great Cannith Forge sanctuary. To be able to do that, you would have to have a force able to transport all of that. This information is disturbing because it suggests that the Lord of Blades may have a larger force than you suspect.
Tyrus will take that and just go and show it to Liren and just frantically point at, this sentence and that sentence and turn the page and here's the schematic, and she makes this face and that means this, obviously. Put it together.
Liren will just nod back, and you hear her voice. Well, that changes things.
She nods. And then she kind of gestures toward the front and shrugs sadly, as if to say, probably all we have time and space for. And then she kind of pulls open her bag, which is getting very full. If you've ever seen a bag of holding naturally be full, this would be the time.
I also wanted to kind of make a point to look in some of the kind of where my character is over here in the little alcoves to the side, just out of the way areas as well.
Good call, good call, good call.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Lyra, as you're looking off to the side there on those tables, you see various books stacked, some of them flipped open. The bookcase you're standing just in front of seems strange. Different. For a second, go ahead and roll perception.
Gladly. Not persuasion. Perception.
Persuade that bookcase.
That's darn straight.
You will be more organized and alphabetical, and you will do it by yourself.
That is a 19.
You're disturbed to even accept this thought as it crosses into your head. But it seems like the bookcase is breathing.
I fucking knew it.
And as you begin to look around the room, you notice various other bookcases that stick out like sore thumbs, sort of like this one. But it was easy to slip past this with just the sheer mass of text that lies in front of you. But you've suddenly caught on, Lyra. And I want to say you'd probably feel an urge to warn someone that these bookcases appear to be alive in some way. Not all of them, but some of them.
You would be correct. I sprint.
Tyrus is right behind you.
To Tyrus. Oh, okay. I sprint 4 feet to Tyrus. And point and like do the eye, like, point at my eyes, then point at the bookshelf. Look carefully. You hear telepathically. Look carefully at the bookshelf. Does it look like it is breathing?
She will look. Does she notice it now that it's been pointed out?
I'm going to have you roll for this as well. Go ahead and roll perception as well.
Can she have advantage since I pointed it out?
Need it.
Don't need it. Okay, never mind.
I was going to say, I'm going to lower the DC incredibly.
Oh. Well, Tyrus is like, I don't need it. Shoot.
Tyrus is like, oh yeah, I've seen bookcases like this before. Of course.
Oh yeah, the breathing bookshelf. Classic.
You do kind of immediately recognize it for what it is, though, Tyrus. It's an inanimate bookshelf. Or an animated bookshelf, I should say.
I was gonna say, like, it's it's breathing while it's inanimate? That's impressive.
Yeah.
And she nods and just kind of like, yep, I see what you see.
Easy way of reorganizing the bookshelves when they can move by themselves and you don't have to lift them up.
Kind of jerks with her head towards the front. Like, are we going?
While I was searching over there, did I also happen to find any special books, or just notice the breathing bookcase?
I would say if you took a measure of the books after seeing that little, I guess, disturbing scene, you would notice several magical texts. These look like spell books.
Liren. Liren.
I can't hear you. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave those. No, I'm kidding. I just heard like Adrian over here, just like. No, I will immediately bag those, and if I have to, I will make rooms. I'll toss out a lance if I have to make room.
There's still some like you would know that there's still some like edge space in the bag of holding on the portable hold. Like we can just throw books in and they'll kind of filter down to the bottom around the case.
Throw in books?
Yes.
Throw books.
It's better than leaving them behind.
Fair. My old librarian senses are twitching, though.
Oh yeah, you used to be you were a librarian in college. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Ready? 2 points. Starts walking.
Yeah. She nods and follows.
Well, guys, do we decimal want to get out of here?
Do we decimal?
Gan, would it be possible for Orochi to be looking for a book also? He just wants to look for one book.
Orochi scans the hallways. Of course, in complete silence. But what book is he looking for?
Anything on the history of the continent of Sarlona? Or anything that references Sarlona?
You find a row that references Sarlona. Anything specific in Sarlona you're looking for?
Anything on the nation of Sarkarn? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Let me type it out.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right.
I know. I take notes. Sarkon. My Sarona.
You find a text titled "The Ancient Nation of Sarkarn."
Okay, yeah. He'll grab that. Yeah, I mean, he'll grab that and just immediately leave. That's all he was looking for.
On the back of it, it has these names also inscribed.
Let me write it down. Okay.
Just throwing those in notes, too.
Okay, cool.
For you guys and for me, guys. All right. You guys have spent your time sort of perusing through the hallways here. As you make it back out to the front, you notice a familiar, for some of you, figure standing at the doorway of the library. Just at the exit where you would be able to speak audibly.
Leaving so soon, are we?
Uh-oh.
Oh, actually, we were hoping to find you.
Oh, is this are you the librarian?
This is a different one than the last time.
Solitude, you hear in your mind. Don't say that so loud that
Wait.
other person can hear. He
Does he
looks cool,
seem
by the way.
corporeal?
Those are cool.
I was going to ask if he looked like a Warforged, because he kind of looks like a Warforged to me.
That's why I asked if he was corporeal or
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's a great question. And he does. Although he may not on Tailspire. Based on the pitch of your question.
No, but I'm just asking if it's like a Tailspire of like if he doesn't look corporeal, like is he not supposed to?
What does he
Does
actually look like? Let's try that.
Yeah. I'm dumb today. I'm sorry. I'm not as smart as Rob. So
he looks much the same as he did when you saw him the first time as a different character. But he is a spectral form. Sort of ghost-like. You can see a little bit through him, even.
You have an impressive collection. It's beautiful.
The collection is not mine. I merely tend to the contents. That which you seemingly have taken with you out of the library. This is a direct violation of the rules.
Oh, is there not a return policy for later?
There is no checkouts here.
Well, unfortunately, Any of the books that remain in this library risk destruction.
Do
The
they?
ones that are coming.
And
They're
what would
precious to you
destroy
then?
them?
Tears.
What? You guard this collection? They're precious to you?
I do. And what would destroy them?
She looks at Rock.
Rock just like looks at you and just shrugs his shoulders like.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I float up. I float up. She is an elf. She lives for the thousands of the years. She is merely saying that over time the ravages of history will cause their pages to turn to the dust. Nothing more.
These texts withstood the day of mourning. They will be here long after you are dead and dust in the ground. Long after all humans are wiped from this surface of this planet.
Rock will raise his hand and say, "Not a human."
Also not a human.
Also not a human.
We not a human. So that is good. We are for it. What is the plan? How do we intend to get the nasty humans out of here?
I think we're good. I don't see any of those here.
Oh, so it's just us ladies here, just us girls. So go ahead and spill it, Monsieur Librarian.
I'm right here.
Well, you're not human either.
I missed what you were saying, John. I'm not sure what.
I was asking the librarian what the plan is for the wiping out of the humans.
Oh yeah.
No, I think he's just saying like those. I don't think he's saying like the humans will be wiped out. I'm just saying like he thinks he's basically saying until humans die out as a species.
Yeah. When I say humans, I mean all living people. Sorry about that.
Oh, got you. Because
I know you're not a human though. You don't have to remind me of that.
No. I was just pointing out that me and Terrace would live like hundreds of years longer than any given.
Got
human.
it. Good deal.
Yeah.
I know that too.
I'm gonna look at Liren and give her the shrug of should I try it again kind of shrug.
Oh.
We.
A slight nod. You hear in your head, not yet, but be ready.
Right. She'll float around, continue to meander.
Let us just say that there is a prophecy regarding this place. We have some foreknowledge. And that can be relied upon.
That you have knowledge of this place, it all surprises me. How is it that you came to know of this place? And who has invited you into the Lord's library?
We invited ourselves. We are very widely traveled and widely studied.
Ah, how very entitled of you. Well, you'll be, of course, putting the text back now, won't you?
Fortunately, no. It's for the best, though. Really. If you want to see them preserved, you let them go with us. In fact, if you have anything specific that you would like to see saved, I would like to take that with us as well.
Understood. Very simple, then.
The spectral form simply disappears.
Oh.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in Faerun, this is time to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's a pretty big warning if I've ever heard of one.
Well, wait,
guys, we're okay.
Well, wait. What if he's coming back with the books that he wants us to take?
He is not
Oh,
coming back with
no, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
the
Yeah,
Lord
he
of the
was
books.
serious.
The Lord of the books might be coming with.
Lord of the
Lord of the
pat
Books.
Tiris on the
Yeah,
shoulder
Lord
and
of the
just be
Books.
like, I'm sure he is. We'll wait for him outside. Let's go.
Let's wait for him outside.
Let's wait outside. We.
Do that.
Oh,
me.
Let's
Follow
not
him
be
on.
here when he gets back.
sweet summer child.
Oh, dear.
However,
Does the Lord of the Books
Yeah, it is
attack
so
with
funny.
1,000 paper cuts?
the Lord
Yes,
of the books
remember
is
Yeah,
on
last
his
he has
time
way.
when he
paper cut
attacked us with
blades.
1,000 paper cuts?
Oh
shit,
yeah.
yeah, that's right. He actually did do that.
Let's go wait
Yeah.
outside, Tiris. It'll be fine.
Oh,
I'm
like
sure he'll
That
find
was
us with the books.
that was an
that he
interesting
wants.
technique, Tiris. That whole telling the truth thing. Wow. Yeah.
doesn't-
Yeah.
I
I mean,
don't think that works exactly the way that you want it to.
he should listen to good sound
No,
reason. Why wouldn't
no.
he?
Tiris,
Typically,
I
insane
supported
ghosts don't
that.
listen to reason.
Thank you, Belsay.
Tiris, while we need to run and talk, remember last time when we did you know what to this place? We heard the
No.
screaming of 1,000 souls in agony. Is there some way that we can do you know what to this place again without that experience? I would prefer it if so.
If we can stop running for a moment, I got the schematics
Nope.
for this place.
Going
I'm
to have
sure
to
we
run and
can.
talk.
Yeah. Walk
Ah.
and read. Walk and read. Walk and read. Walk and read. Tiris.
You're a
Ah.
smart girl.
Yeah, that's something that she's capable of doing. And so she'll start doing that.
Walking
and
You have
reading.
the feet. You have the feet. It is a feat.
You quickly see from
I
the
personally
schematics.
have the feet for that. That is a thing that I can do.
you quickly see from the schematics, Tiris, that in that room where the Genesis forge is, the power comes from basically the outskirts of the room. There's these massive generators. Each of them you could see electrified as you entered the room. Some of them lie empty, and then there's other various just empty generators that are laying on the ground or sitting on the ground, gathered in an area. Perhaps production for another facility or another forge.
All these little copper-looking tubies on the ground, these big copper cylinder things.
Yeah, and to be specific,
Okay.
I can point out a couple of the ones that would be basically generating all the power. You see also that all of these have a centralized point, and they all run through these pipes or tubes back to an area in the center of the forge. Drop that too, right over here by that thing that you kind of noticed when you had first entered, Darius. I think you had kind of understood that this is where most of the power was coming from in your investigation from the first session here. It was just a couple weeks ago, so can't remember exactly what happened there, but I think you did discover something about this.
Something about a whole bunch of like fractured lightning elementals, basically.
Now you just have
So wood.
confirmation that that basically there's tons and tons and tons of lightning elementals that exist through these generators, so to speak, and they're powering the forge itself. It's powered actually not by fire, but by lightning.
That sounds very cool.
Ooh.
All right, so would I presume we need to disconnect the power?
You think that there's a
Free
way,
and kill the lightning elementals?
You think that there's a way from basically what you look at least from a saboteur's perspective, to reroute the power back to that central point and cause an overload. And you're not exactly sure how chaotic or I guess volatile that explosion could be, but you know that it would definitely be bad enough to damage the Genesis Forge such that it couldn't operate anymore. Will it destroy the building as well as our good old friend R.I.P. Harbinger did? Perhaps not, but...
Oh. Ooh. Well, that's good, I think. That... Right? That would do what you hope for, Solitude.
Are we?
If
Then
you
let's
don't have
get
to destroy the place. Let's do it.
Did they do it? Wait, what? Certain amount. Let's do it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Spells.
Kinda.
When you make it out to that room, finally, after looking at the schematics, you find that Bluey is now inside the forge. And he's standing in front of that device, and he looks to be tinkering with it.
You guys. Oh, wait, we do not have to run out. I can get us to the ship right from here. It will just take 1 minute. Can you do it in 1 minute, mon cher?
Might take a little longer than that, but
Let me know when you are ready. I can get us onto the ship using a Berlice's teleportation circle.
oh, good.
Oh, good.
That's
Finally, it'll
very
get
useful.
used.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god.
I'm just gonna set it up right. This is a little too out in the open.
That's
It's not
is
that
that
bad of a spot,
Bluey?
actually.
All right.
I think so. What are you doing?
Before we leave, we should go speak with him. Hold on, Solitude.
Yeah.
Just tell me when. It will take 1 minute, if that's the point.
Accidentally dropped my token through the grate somehow.
As you approach Bluey, Orochi, he sees, I think, you first. He looks at you, and Bluey looks almost frantic, which is not a sight that you see often when you see Bluey. He's pretty calm usually, pretty collected. Sometimes he gets, upset or emotional, but he looks frantic. He's moving in a way that's frantic. You see his hands kind of grasping at the device in various places. He's, his head, crooking back and forth, left to right, looking for something. He looks at Orochi and he says in a panicked voice, "Orochi, we must destroy this device. I can kill no more of my brothers in combat. I will not do it."
I agree. We were planning on doing the same thing. How can I help you, my friend?
I am not studied in this device. This was not here the last time I was present. It is a new installation. I am not familiar with its design.
He just looks disappointed, confused.
Well, when Tierce arrives, she should have an idea. I guess, yeah, we're going to wait for Tierce to get there.
Roger, you seem to be a fair hand at these things. Rock, Liren, you're both very capable. Let's see if we can't get this done. Is everything all right, Louis?
We must stop them. They must never be forged. I can't kill any more of my brothers. I doubt even if I'll be able to kill the Lord of Blades himself if I have to face him.
Poor guy.
That... That's a problem for another day. Right now, we simply need to turn this pathway into a circle so that it will essentially destroy itself. Can you help with that? Rearrange pipes.
He looks at you and looks at kind of the pipe system. He strikes at one of the pipes with a kind of like a chopping blow. When he does so, he bends it such that you see pressure begin to build up in the pipe. The electricity surges almost violently from that section. and begins to arc slightly from that point. A bit of the forge itself on that side, or 3 or 4 of those hex cylinders that you see there, go from a bright, brilliant blue light to a dull, dark shade of gray, as it looks like a sector has been powered off there. You can see that, from basically impinging the pipes, he sort of caused that to shut down, as well as power to be kind of routed back to the central device. So basically, by destroying things on the outer perimeters, or clamping these pipes towards the center, you're stopping the electricity that's coming from the central point, and it essentially has nowhere to go, so it goes backwards, back to the center.
Perfect.
We'll need to do a lot more of that. He looks at the only, 3 dark cylinders, and basically, he just begins going to town on this thing. And you see, I guess what I would relate to, like a Street Fighter style Bluey just beating the shit out of this Genesis Forge. Slowly but surely. And he's not even looking back at the rest of you, waiting to see if you're joining in. He just expects you to slowly start doing such.
Yeah, I guess we'll join in, yeah.
Look at the others, shrug, and assist however possible.
Well, I don't have the strength myself to accomplish that, but perhaps.
Did we ever check out the other direction?
We did not?
Did we want to before this place expires? Points down the hallway over here.
Dear Strux. I have everything in Came Floor and more.
Looks to
Wasn't
Solitude. Yeah, go ahead.
Wasn't that the direction of the actual heat source code? I thought that's where the heat source came from. Yeah, looks like it's lava over there. I think that's where the heat source came from.
Solitude standing there with her rare chalks and incense.
Ready to go.
I mean, you could draw the circle and then activate it, I guess, later. You don't have to draw the circle, as part of the casting of the spell, do you?
It says as you cast the spell, you draw the circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know everything.
I think we need to smash and dine and dash, smash and dash.
For those of you that are looking to do damage to the Genesis, go ahead and roll attack rolls, and you can roll in succession. So I would say, for anybody contributing to this, you could roll 5 attack rolls in succession.
I'll do green flame blades. See if I can melt some pipes and warp them.
I'll do Eldritch Blast because it does force damage.
I would say do anything that just think most damage you can do.
Okay.
Nat 1. 24.
He shoots spells at
15. 23. And another nat 1.
Oh, jeez.
The pipes are resistant to your flame tongue.
Yeah. I'm blasting them with magical, super magic fire. They're like, nah.
Like, nah, bro, we handle electricity every day.
This fire ain't jack.
And I think that damage total should have been that's here.
3 hits. Sorry, I don't know what hits, so I can't.
24, 23, the 15.
And the nat ones, I assume, have a miss.
The nat ones will be misses, just because they're nat ones.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So I'll roll 3. Just roll damage for the flame tongue for 3, or that is 17, 15, and 17.
All right, Rochi's stacking onto that, I'm guessing as well.
Yes, sir. I only have one nat one, so.
You are safe. The rest of them should all yield damage.
Okay. 7. That's up. 9, pretty good. 8, pretty good. And 3, pretty bad.
You see the center begin to kind of like arc and spark. You could see that there's obviously been some severe damage caused to it. Perhaps not yet enough to cause it to, overload, so to speak. But it does appear to be overloading.
So somebody else needs to attack?
Yeah, even after the vicious damage that Bluey, you, and Rock did to it, it appears to be still at a point where it's...
Okay.
Or maybe our heaviest hitter can...
Oh.
Maybe our paladin heaviest hitter can hit it a couple times.
Seems fair.
Did the fire itself from Rock's attack seem to be effective, even though he missed a lot?
Thanks.
All of his attacks
very
are
curious
effective
question.
except the nat ones. That's all. That's the only
Okay.
ones that weren't effective.
Okay. So, well, hold, please. So, I will cast Scorching Ray 3 times. If that's okay. Once at 5th and twice at 4th level. And I'm just gonna roll a whole bunch of dice all at once because that's 14
major.
individual beams.
That's major. That's major fire damage.
It's just roll 14d20 and then hit your...
Yeah, that's and it's plus 13 on all of them. So, okay, how do I just roll? Here we go. Hang
See
on.
how many nat ones you roll.
To see this. To see
You
this
said
in the game chat.
14 of them. Let's go.
A record of
Ooh.
some sort.
You remember Charstead in our little one shot?
I do.
John?
Yep.
Oh, that's too many dice. My roll 20 is freaking out. Not roll 20. You know. Okay.
I only won one. 2 20s. Hey.
Oh wow, nice.
So
Okay.
that's where all my 20s went. I'm kidding.
Oh geez. So just for simplicity's sake, what's the AC of the pipes?
Anything above a 1 is going to net you a hit.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's 13.
So
that's gonna be 30 d6.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gonna be okay. Let's go.
Oh.
I'm gonna brave
roll the
D&D
F out of these
Beyond.
dice.
Let's go.
I want to watch this. Okay, I'm
They
watching
broke
your
time.
screen here.
May as well break-
Oh
break
my
it.
gosh!
Oh, that's so many dice!
Your whole screen
I'm
is
never
covered
gonna
in
settle.
dice.
98.
That is a lot of dice.
Your slags it.
That's over average. That's 8 points above average.
Nice.
Massive,
So-
violent arcs begin to spark out of the center point, and it looks like it's about to blow. You hear that sound whirring at the top of its, I guess, decibel.
Start the countdown, I saw a bunch of fire.
It seems like there's not going to be time to explore that other room based on that sound.
Alright, I start chalking out the circle. With nice powdery blue icy runes.
They don't have to be pretty solitude. Just get them done.
Okay. Oh, but it is okay. All right, everyone, count down to 60. When it gets to 60, it will create a portal. Everyone, jump in quickly. We only have a few seconds once it goes active, so everyone gather around.
Louis, that means you too.
Oh, you're way down there. Okay.
Bluey does
She
not
steps
comply.
out.
Bluey is just continually beating the shit out of the Genesis, and he looks like he has now lost his composure.
Louis, come on!
Here's. You know how to bring him over here.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna vortex warp Bluey into the circle.
Could Bell say like if? Oh, okay, never mind. Into the circle, never mind. I was say Bell say was going to try to restrain him if you teleported him near it or something, just in case.
when you teleport him, that's probably not a bad idea. So
Okay,
I would definitely I would support that decision. Someone restrain him.
Yep, like Bell said, does that.
Okay, we are getting closer now. All right. Just a few more seconds.
Just fight Bluey in my arms.
She stands in the center and does a weird hand configuration with her hands, points up at the air, points down at the ground, holds her arms out, and you hear this and a crack in the ground appears. Ice comes out, mist covers the circle, and whoom, a little dome appears. That is the signal. Everyone in, go.
Help Belsay pull Bluey in.
Belsay, you're not fighting Bluey. You know, you're not grappling him really. Oh, I mean, you are grappling him, and he's not attacking you. But when he gets vortex warped, he does not stop throwing those combinations. He's not facing you, so you're kind of like grabbing him from behind, I suppose, to grapple him.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit. Go ahead and roll strength.
Right.
Strength check.
I was wanting to help him pull.
Ooh, not great.
I could assist.
Re-roll it. Re-roll it.
Yep.
Oh, chronal shift.
Chronal shift, yes.
And add your proficiency to his reroll for your strength. If you're trying to help.
My
So that was just I just
whoever said they were trying to help. I think it was Lyra. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So
17 then, if I get that extra proficiency bonus. Right?
Yeah, I think what a +3 there for Lyra.
+4.
That should
plus
be
4?
18. Yep.
All right,
18 versus the 15. You grasp onto Bluey and kind of like catches blows as he's sending them out into the nothingness that would have been the Genesis standing in front of him. And you find that he kind of just like sinks into you, like a tired child. And this tired child weighs about 435 pounds.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
Roll another strength check.
Oh shit.
Wait, what's your lift carry?
I don't know.
You have 22 strength, so...
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, these rolls.
Easy.
Is this a...
It should be 15. Your lift carry should be...
30 times your strength score.
Yeah.
So like 600.
600. Yeah. That's
Hey.
So I can carry him. If I did that right, understanding.
Yep, I said strength check. Malcolm said lift score. We'll go with what Malcolm said.
No. Whatever. Dude.
Either is fine. I think you would have held him either way. I was just going for strength check because it was easy and simple in my head.
I agree.
All right, man. We go for the teleportation circle,
Back to the ship.
which I'm sending to Zendrick. Just kidding.
Oh,
Back to the ship.
that's Unexpected.
These rooms look kind of not shippish, Solitude. Are you sure these are the right circle? Oh yeah, just get in. It's all fine. Yes, trust me.
You only have
Back to the
2
ship.
circles. How did you mess this
And the
up?
ship. And the ship.
Yeah, that's
Again
2
was-
circles. Cedric, and the ship.
No, there's one more. I have one more for
You only had Cedric and the ship. That's
is called Xantash, which sounds like a
Succotash.
like a headache medicine. Before taking Xantash, pregnant women should consult their doctor.
Jesus.
So we teleport back to the ship.
We attempt to, at least. Yep.
That's it.
That teleportation circle, I don't think it fails, right? I think it just works.
I'm just.
Yeah.
There's no like fails. That's not like a teleport. The teleport spell, teleportation circles got more limits, but more safeguards. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think I have any play in whether it works or not. Pretty sure it just works. Unless
Cool.
Unless I do something real fucked off, which I don't have up my sleeve.
Yay, guys! Teleportation circle. They'll say.
Finally.
You and me, buddy.
9,000 gold. Finally, well spent.
Yep.
Best investment you ever spent.
Oh yeah.
I told you we needed that jacuzzi.
It's like an amenities. It's like the amenities of my condo. I like to have them. I don't really use them. Just nice to have.
Awesome.
Jeez.
And there's that one time when you really want them.
You just really
They're there for.
You need it.
Yeah.
Well
when the
done,
nieces and nephews
Solitude.
come over.
You guys make it back to the ship. I assume probably want to jet out of there relatively quickly.
Yep.
You see that
Definitely.
the structure of the building doesn't really change or anything like it did before when it imploded and thousands of souls wailing on the winds. This time you just hear the explosion of the Genesis from within inside the forge, and you can see black smoke curling out the open doors as the ship flies away. You make it off into the distance, flying in whatever direction you're flying in, or up to, I guess I should say. You hear a large thud, something landing on the ground below.
Oh no.
Mm.
You look down.
Yeah. What?
All you can see is mist and clouds. The ship has reached an altitude. You can no longer see the ground.
Is everyone here? Are we missing anyone?
Tiaras, if you are asking the question, then we are all here. No offense.
That's rude.
Why was there a thud? Should we descend and check on what that thud was?
I'm pretty sure it is a lot of the books. Blades. Books, blades, it.
Captain Shiro, is everything all right with the ship? Nothing malfunctioning? No pieces randomly falling off?
The ship seems to be flying okay. And Shiro doesn't seem to be raising any alarm.
Does anyone have a little flappy flying creature that can go look? That is what I would recommend.
No, I don't have any such creature.
Spider. That's all.
Spiders are not flippy flappy. It is all right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is strange for me to say, but it is best not to go looking. Let us press on.
Oh, you know what I can do? You know what I can do though.
All right.
She'll send her spider jumping off, but she'll cast Featherfall on it.
Oh yeah. Like a Navy SEAL spider.
I just got
Halo
the
jump.
I just got the best vision of that spider, like just. I
wish we had an animated series. We need an animated series for the spider jump.
As the spider jumps down, I am gonna close the session there. But you do see or you do hear from the spider as soon as it lands, immediately that it recognizes that gigantic figure that you saw in the Palace of Vermisades. And he wouldn't know to call him, I don't think, by the Lord of Blades, but he would describe him as such to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's
Lord
that
of-
with that's the Lord of Blades.
Explains that he's entering into the smoky building, and he hasn't seen him since.
Maybe he died of smoke inhalation.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
It seems that we left just in time.
And with that, we'll catch you all next week to see if you descend back down, or if you quickly scamper away.
Awesome.
Spooky.
That was awesome.
Badass.
That's good.
Badass
Yeah, fuck
session.
yeah, dude.
I would like to say badass session to all you guys, because I was sitting there thinking in the middle of it, I was like, it's pretty interesting that you guys can make the session completely different. Like, you don't do the same things. Even though you know some things about what happened and what's in there, you all kind of just went a different direction from the time you entered to the time you left, and that much is greatly appreciated by me. Because I did not want to run the same session twice.
Right, of course.
And
we are endeavoring not to do too much like repetitive stuff that you have to like keep rehashing.
no, I really appreciate
We
that.
didn't want to do the same thing twice either.
Great. Well, look, I would have had no problem using the wall of fire ping pong thing. That was pretty fun for me.
I would have been happy to see that again.
I also got to do it with different characters, so I got to do different things and act.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
So that
Like
was
Cody said, in New Game Plus, you don't do the same thing. You go down the different hallway.
Yes.
New Game Plus. This is New Game Plus. But
I love it, Cody. That was such a good one.
Thank you.
That is a perfect analogy. But at any rate, thank you guys for spicing it up and keeping it interesting, doing the things I think that you thought still were absolutely necessary, which I thought were all pretty spot on, and then doing some new stuff to make it fresh and cool as well. Hope you enjoyed the library. I was going to throw like 30 animated bookcases at you guys, but it seemed rude. So I just, let them be calm. But there was a certain tipping point for that. I was counting the amount of books that you guys took, and I'm pretty sure I gave 3 directly out, and I don't think the number exceeded 15, but if it did, you guys got one over on me.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was to say, the also took like 1 book.
Only depends on how many spell books there were at the end there.
3. You guys have 3 books, and I owe you a set of spells for each one of those spell books. And I will get those to you probably by this weekend, Saturday or Sunday.
Fair enough.
Well, our wizards
no
made
worries.
out like bandits.
Gonna take some time
sorry.
on that one, and I'm open to input from third parties, of course, not you guys, but.
If anyone wants to play a game with Lord Krizoth, he is here for about 8 more minutes, and then he has to go back to Stygia.
Play a game.
I heard he had a brother named Lord Farquaad.
I don't know about that name, but he is a good player of the roulette.
I was gonna say Lord Fauntleroy, but I didn't think you guys would get that reference. Very
Fauntleroy.
1800s.
Fauntleroy.
It's from Sopranos. That's where I heard it.
So I'm gonna put in